7A in just a bit, but first, here's Ashley now with today's top story.
Sounds good, Jordan. Thank you. Good morning to all of you. We begin with our first alert action day. Thousands are still without power, and I-80 is still shut down due to all of that snow. Let's get you back outside. Here's a live picture of I-80 at Dutch Flat. You see all that snow. You can't even see the roadways at this point. Right now, 80 is closed from Applegate to the Nevada state line, and we are not done with the snow just yet. Jordan says the snow will continue through the morning. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes. And this is what it looked like on I-80 yesterday. The snow had many people at a halt on I-80 heading eastbound. Caltrans shut down I-80 after multiple spinouts in the snow. Crews were letting some locals through as long as they were only going as far as Nyack. Travel to Truckee or Reno was just simply out of the question. One truck driver told us that traffic was also bad heading westbound on I-80. It took him 6 hours instead of 3 to get to Nyack. And taking a look at your road conditions this morning, Interstate 80 remains closed from Applegate to the Nevada state line. Chains are required on Highway 50 from 3 miles east of Placerville to Myers, and on Highway 89 from Bliss State Park to Tahoe City. I have a friend currently who is stuck in Truckee trying to figure out if they could go the 50 route. You can, as long as you have chains. And thousands of people are without power this morning. This is a look at the PG&E outage map. You're going to see there are a lot of orange, and that orange is showing where there are outages. The hardest hit area is Nevada County, followed by El Dorado and Placer counties. And so far, there is no estimate on when power will be restored. And both Placer and El Dorado counties are warning people to not touch downed power poles or lines. Officials say they've received several reports of people trying to remove equipment from the roads, but that is obviously not safe. They are asking anyone who spots a downed power line to stay away and call 911. And one man was killed when he's driving on I-80, traveling off the road and hit a tree. CHP says it happened yesterday in Roseville, west of Douglas Boulevard. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene. It is not known what caused that crash. And you know, these bright, dazzling lights over the Bay Bridge will soak in the view. The lights will go dark tonight at 8 p.m. and perhaps for good. Reporter Betty Yu talked to the founder of the display.
You got to make sure you're watching the lights tonight.
Yes, that's right.
It's the next to last night.
For the last decade, the lights have served as a glittering display on the bay, visible from both sister restaurants, Epic Steak and Water Bar, managed by Pete Sitnick.
There's a little bit of sadness in knowing that the bay lights are going to go dark. We've been here for the 10-year run that it's had, and we've been able to take in the joy and happiness that it brings to people.
At 8 p.m. on Sunday, on the 10th anniversary of its initial grand lighting, the artwork will go dark from Epic Steak.
The view is still here, but it's just going to be missing a certain piece of the ambiance that's been so special.
Pete and Illuminate, the nonprofit behind the project, are confident the Bay Lights will come back in a new form once they raise the $11 million needed to fund a new system. $6 million has already been pledged, and a crowdfunding effort is underway.
We're not going dark tomorrow, we're going dormant.
Illuminate founder Ben Davis said the current system of LEDs is failing at a rate faster than can be repaired. Parts of it are flickering and balding. A new system with double the amounts of LEDs would be custom engineered to perform in the harsh environmental conditions of the bay.
We're calling it the Bay Lights 360 because there'll be lights wrapped around both sides of the cables on the northern side of the western span of the Bay Bridge. That means you'll be able to see it from the Bayview, and you'll be able to see it from Alameda.
We've got our fingers crossed, and we're going to spread the word that if everybody comes through with fundraising, Bay Lights will return.